the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four. He has all the powers of the Fantastic Four, plus, still more. How can they ever defeat the all-powerful Super Skrull? The fabulous Fantastic Four learn that a Skrull walks among us. Written by Stan Lee, drawn by Jack Kirby, inking Dick Ayers, lettering Art Simek. I just love the evening TV news broadcast. He's talking about our last adventure. That's for guys who are too cheap to buy our mag. And thanks to the Fantastic Four, the menace of Doctor Doom seems to be over, at least for the present. But if ever you see this man, you are urged to notify the police immediately. Is he kidding? Do they expect Doc Doom to go walking around town in that getup? And now, our news pictures. Here is a candid shot of the Thing, taken while... Hey! Down in front! I don't want to miss this inspiring sight. Sorry, we're a little late, folks. And now, for a message from our sponsor. Has your dog had his Tootsies today? I was robbed! They can't do that to me! What'll I tell my public? I've been upstaged by a pack of howling mutts! Face it, pal. Those pooches are more photogenic than you. Ben, stop! You'll smash all the furniture. Relax, doll. I'll catch the blamed thing for ya. I wouldn't want Johnny to miss his Mickey Mouse Club tonight. Benjamin Grimm, you should be ashamed of yourself. You big clown. If we didn't love you so much. And you're the one who sent away for a Mouseketeer pin when no one was looking. Okay. You trying to give me an inferiority complex? A few minutes later. See you later, Ben. Sue and I have a date. Yes. Reed promised to take me swimming. Well, why the junior space getup? They got swimming pools on the moon? No, silly. We're going to Waikiki Beach in Hawaii. We should be there in about a half hour. That's right. I've been waiting to give our experimental passenger ICBM a workout for weeks. And this seems like a good time to do it. Intercontinental Ballistics Missile. Hawaiian Islands. We'll be back in a couple days, Ben. Keep your eye on Johnny while we're gone. Look, Great White Father. If you think I got nothing better to do than wet nurse that blazing brat, you're nuts. And so, with the Thing's tender farewell ringing in their ears, Reed and Sue take off for sunny Hawaii. Look! That's the Fantastic Four's great new passenger ICBM. What a sight! Huh. They ride around in spaceships yet, and you still haven't paid off our second-hand Chevy. And back at their skyscraper headquarters, they can have that oversized skyrocket. This little old Fantastic car is good enough for me. Wait till the cats see me driving my date through Central Park in this. Same goes for me. I'm gonna fly Alicia up north for some fishing. Boy, if we don't get some action soon, they'll be printing our adventures in romance mags. But there is more action waiting for the FF than they suspect. For at that very moment, countless light years away, in the fifth quadrant of the Andromeda Galaxy, on the home planet of the fearsome Skrulls. The moment is at hand, Your Majesty. Yes, it is almost time to destroy the Fantastic Four. Ever since that accursed foursome defeated my attempted invasion of Earth last year, I have lived for this moment. Fantastic Four number 2, Skrulls from outer space. I still find it hard to believe that they managed to triumph over our agents. Overtrained Skrulls who have the power of changing their bodies into any form they desire. Pah, that is past history. Since that day, I have devoted every resource of this planet to perfecting my new scheme for conquering the Fantastic Four and the planet Earth. And now, we shall see the results of that effort. He approaches now, Your Majesty, the one who cannot fail. For this, I have emptied our treasury, devoted all our scientific talents, worked my people like slaves, for this moment. Allow me to present the mightiest warrior in the known universe, the Super Skrull. All homage to your supreme majesty, sire. I await your commands. Now I shall prove to your majesty that our Super Skrull cannot fail, for our scientific arts have given him all the powers of the Fantastic Four, and even more. So be it. Let the demonstration begin. You are aware, sire, of the stretching power of Mr. Fantastic's body. Now observe how the Super Skrull can stretch even further. Within seconds, he shall retrieve a specto fish from the deepest part of the Skrull Sea. But the Skrull Sea is more than 100 miles away. Exactly, sire. Exactly 30 seconds later. Here is your specto fish, Majesty. You've done it. You are truly far more powerful than the leader of the doomed quartet. But now I would see more. Next, sire, observe how the Super Skrull can more than duplicate the powers of the Human Torch. Flame on! Not only can I do anything the Torch can do, but I can fly faster and maintain my flame longer. And I have been given one power which even the Torch does not possess. My antimatter fireball can destroy anything, even the peak of a small mountain. Enough. I am royally impressed. Now show me his other powers, for this time we dare not fail. Behold, my lord, how the Super Skrull shall now exhibit a strength which surpasses that of the mighty thing. Standing atop a specially constructed platform, he shall lift the cosmic generator, which supplies all the power of our planet. Impossible! No, my lord. It is possible, but only for the Super Skrull. There is no machine that could perform such a feat. And yet, he is doing it. This exceeds my wildest hopes. The weight of that generator, sire, exceeds 100 tons. And as far as we can determine, the absolute limit which the thing can lift is 5 tons. Bring him to me. I must congratulate him. Where is he? Right in front of you, sire. In front of me? You're mad. I do not see him. But that is my fourth power, your majesty. Thus, can I match the invisible girl? Match her? This is not enough. You must outdo her. You must be her superior. He does possess one power which she does not, sire. I shall describe it to you later. But now, it is time for me to embark upon my mission. I swear never to return, my lord, until the Fantastic Four are no more, and the planet Earth is yours. 1 week later, at a New York department store, we find the Fantastic Four together again on a shopping trip. I just adore seeing the new fashions. I think I'll browse around the book department. Boy, it must be a gas working in a place with all these chicks. Chick schmicks. I'm gonna go buy me a bowling ball. You sure this is the biggest one you got, Buster? I ain't exactly got skinny little fingers. Just try that one, sir. It would even fit a gorilla. Okay, laughing boy. If you say so. Oh. You must know some pretty small gorillas, pal. I know I saw it happen, but... Meanwhile, despite all their precautions, some well-meaning, sharp-eyed admirers recognize Sue, Reed, and Johnny, and... Yeesh, what a racket. They must be giving away free samples or something. Let me through! Let me through! I can't see! I want to get closer! Don't push! Don't shove! One at a time! Keep back, folks! Please! I was first! Out of my way! Where's the manager? Ben! Don't just stand there! Get us out of here! For the love of Pete! It's you! Hang on, kiddies! I'll give you a free ride. Benjamin, you're a lifesaver. Heck, I was beginning to enjoy it. Oh dear, just when I found the cutest negligee on sale. Oh, let's get out of here before they find us again. Reed Richards, you're an old scaredy cat. Nah, he ain't so old. Boy, never a dull moment. Boys, wait. Listen. It's a special bulletin coming in over that radio. And Times Square is in a state of panic and turmoil ever since the alien spaceship landed 5 minutes ago. An alien spaceship? In Times Square? If there's panic in the streets, then something serious must be wrong. Now's our chance to make like heroes. What are we waiting for? Uh-oh. The Thundering Herd found us again. Well, this is no time to play footsies with a bunch of frantic fans. Flame on! Sorry, folks. We've got things to do. Keep going, Johnny. I'm right behind you. I'll leave too. In my own little way. Mabel! How clumsy can you be? Zelda! Look where you're going, dearie. At that very moment, 10 blocks away, in the heart of Times Square, I claim this planet and all it possesses in the name of the Imperial Skrull Empire. What's going on? What's he advertising? Nothing, Mac. He's for real. He sure is. 3 women fainted already. The militia ought to be arriving here any minute. I'll plant my banner to mark the spot where I landed. And the ground is too hard. It will not penetrate. But that is no problem to the Super Skrull. Look! He's like an alien Human Torch. Within minutes, after the Skrull banner is planted, seeing that the awesome alien has made no hostile move, the mood of the crowd changes from fear and panic to stunned disbelief. I never thought if an alien ever landed, that it would be like this. He must think he's Columbus or something, planting that nutty banner in the street. You may all disperse now, and return to your everyday tasks. Before long, I shall issue the first imperial orders from your new provisional Skrull government. He actually seems to mean it. He thinks he has taken possession of this planet. Why doesn't he take off that mask and go back where he came from? We got enough crackpots in town already. Yeah, get lost, creep. You dare speak thus to your new master? Begone, before I forget how weak and defenseless you are. And in the home planet of the 5th quadrant of the Andromeda Galaxy. All goes well, sire. Our Super Skrull is in full command. Ha! That is child's play. The real test shall be when he confronts the Fantastic Four. Behold, the moment is at hand. Even now, the Human Torch approaches. Quickly, adjust the focus more clearly. I have waited months for this moment. I do not want to miss a thing. Flamin' fireballs. It's a Skrull. Like the ones we fought a year ago. But this one is bigger. More dangerous looking somehow. Alright, Playmate. The party's over. We licked you guys once. And we'll do it again. The Human Torch. At last. Not this time, Earthling. This time you are facing a Super Skrull. Flame on! I don't like the looks of this. That guy is literally flying rings around me. Anything you can do, Torch, I can do better. For instance, I could fry the very air around you until it turns into black carbon. My eyes, I can't see. Finally smashing through the screen of dense carbon, the Torch unleashes a weapon of his own as soon as his eyes are clear. Here, chew on this miniature heat bomb for a while, wise guy. He's too fast. He flew out of the way with ease. Then, unexpectedly, the Super Skrull fashions a mighty flaming war club, and see how easily I can throw you off guard and smash you down to the ground. The kid is out for the count. The blow doused his flame. He's plunging to the ground. Reed, do something. He'll be killed. Got him. Just in time. Look after him, Sue. I've got to get up there and tackle that Skrull. Even a normal Skrull, with his power to change his form, is dangerous enough. But that Super Skrull, whose powers seem to exceed our own, how can we defeat him? If only the Thing were here. Where can he be? Where indeed? I've got his shirt! I got his pants! This is embarrassing. Looks like I'm gonna have to knock a few heads together to get out of here. It's the females that bug me. My strength ain't no good to me when I'm surrounded by a pack of dizzy dames. Wait a minute. This escalator may be just what the doctor ordered. All I gotta do is flatten it out. Like this. Wowee! Now let's see those howlin' Hannahs follow me. I hope old Killjoy Reed hasn't taken care of that alien yet. But for once, the Thing has nothing to worry about. It looks as though there will be plenty for him to do when he reaches the scene. You rotten murderer! You might have caused the Torch to plunge to his death. Exactly, Earthling. Just as I shall do with all 4 of you. We'll see about that. First, I'll wrap you in a human straitjacket while I try to decide what to do with you. But, within seconds, Mr. Fantastic learns that the Super Skrull's power exceeds that of his own. For although completely enveloped and seemingly helpless, he begins to exert pressure of his own. He's expanding his own body. I can't restrain him. He's growing bigger. Bigger. It's unbelievable. No matter how much pressure I exert, he continues to grow larger. Can't keep it up any longer. He's too powerful. Strain is too great. Finally, I had to let go. Now do you realize how helpless you are against me? I am mightier than all of you. Fella, on this planet, that's only called winning the first round. Suddenly, Mr. Fantastic moves with the speed of thought. Let's see what you can do against a power blow from a human sledgehammer. You're fast, but not fast enough for me. In a split second, the Super Skrull's arm stretches an unbelievable distance to the mound of loose rocks on the Palisade shore. Then, grasping one in his steel-like fingers, he manages to retrieve it in time to use it as a shield. Although it imitated the action of a sledgehammer, Reed's arm was still flesh and blood, and so, the force of the blow temporarily puts him out of action. Now to finish you off with one shattering impact. Oh no you don't! If there's gonna be any shattering impacts around here, I'll do the shattering. The thing. Your only weapon has ever been nothing but sheer brute strength. Well, now see what happens when you face someone whose strength is far greater than yours. Why do all the cornballs I fight make speeches whenever they toss a punch? So, you did not care for my little monologue, eh? Well, when I am finished with you, you will never again hear me speak. You will never hear anything again. You may have forgotten that we Skrulls have the power to alter our bodies in any manner we choose. And now, I choose to become a battering ram. Duck, Ben! Duck! He's far stronger than you think. Stow it, Reedy boy. I can handle anything this creep could throw at me. Ah! You should have heeded your partner's warning, fool. Reed was right. Now what do I do? Flying is okay, but I'm gonna make a heck of a splash when I land. Come to Papa, baby. Oh, I hope nobody's looking. I'm just liable to kiss this hunk of steel. Back on the rooftop, the Super Skrull again turns his attention to Reed. So, you are recovered again. Well, it won't be for long. I promise you. A flaming scythe? Is that the best you can do? Copying the Torch's tricks? Well, I've still got a few tricks of my own, such as making a parachute of myself if need be. Ah, you are merely prolonging the agony. Then, without any warning, as he swoops down for the kill, the Super Skrull is momentarily blinded by a dazzling sunburst. And that's only a sample of what I've got in store for you. So don't go away. The Human Torch is coming after ya. Man, talk about when a fella needs a friend. How did he recover so quickly, Sue? I spent every second nursing him. I knew he'd be needed. Johnny, wait! He's more powerful than you know. We've got to get a plan. Come back, boy! Reed. I'm not backing down. He's got to be stopped. And I'm the only one who can do it. So, you make it easy for me. Now I will not have to chase you. You come to me. You conceited crumb. All you Skrulls are good for is copying people. Well, now I'll show you how much better the originals are. What? Where'd he go? Oh. Did I neglect to tell you? I have the power of invisibility, even as your sister does. And while you try to find me, I'll make a prisoner of you with a high-intensity fire chain. But before the menacing links can tighten around Johnny's body... Hey! I said get back down here, and I meant it. Ah, what did you do that for? Say, you burned yourself on my leg. It'll be alright, kid. I had to do it. None of us alone are a match for the Skrull. This is terrible. I've never felt so helpless, so useless. Don't let that bother you, honey. With all our bluster, we haven't achieved any more than you. But, where is the thing? Look, Reed! Up there! This is mighty obliging of you guys. I was beginning to feel like a gold-danged weather vane up there. What happened, Skinny? Did you get rid of our little playmate yet? No, Ben. We've got to get to our headquarters and map out a plan of action. Hurry. He made himself invisible. He might be anywhere. I still think you should have let me slug it out with him. So, they are attempting to gain the safety of their headquarters, eh? Well, they will find it's easier said than done. Ha! Did you think to evade me that easily? Move! All of you! He's shooting fire arrows at us. Ha! Let them run! I shall not descend to their level by pursuing them. Now I know I am more powerful than all of them. And they know it too. I shall allow them to return to their headquarters and spend a sleepless night fearing my next move. Then, tomorrow, I shall finish them off at my leisure. In the hours that follow, all eyes turn to the skyscraper tower of the Baxter Building, where the 4 champions of humanity are having a council of war. If the FF can't find a way to beat the Skrull, what will happen next? Don't even think about it. They've gotta beat him. They've got to. And in Mr. Fantastic's experimental lab. Hey, String Bean. When are you gonna stop making like a mad scientist in a B-movie and come up with something? Hush, Ben. Reed's trying his best. I think I've got something. At last. Just on a hunch, I've been checking the heavens for any unusual manifestations, and I've picked up some ultrasonic power rays beamed to Earth from the 5th quadrant. But what has that to do with the Super Skrull, Reed? Nuts. You're beginning to sound like the poor man's Vincent Price. Listen, all of you. It isn't possible for anyone to be as powerful as the Super Skrull, not without some additional power source. I suspect his home planet, in the 5th quadrant, is beaming power rays to him, here on Earth, and I'm going to find a way to stop those rays. Oh, Reed, if only you could. Slowly, silently, the long, tense minutes pass, until finally... I've got it. This tiny, some-miniaturized jammer will do the trick. All we have to do is put it on the Super Skrull. Will do, boss man. Let me have it. Sorry, Torch. You wouldn't have a chance to get close enough to him. Only the invisible girl can do the trick. Once Sue fastens this jammer on the Super Skrull, it will stop the flow of power rays from his home planet, thereby weakening him enough for us to handle him. But what if you're wrong, Reed? What if it doesn't work? Then he'll apologize, loudmouth. Well, there's only one way to find out. I'll launch our remote control orbital public address system and try to contact the Skrull. FF calling Super Skrull. FF calling Super Skrull. If you are within hearing range, respond by speaking into the floating mic. We challenge you to meet us again in final combat. Fools, I accept. This will be your finish. Minutes later, the FF's famous pogo plane rockets into the sky from atop their rooftop launching pad. It worked. He agreed to meet us on Lonely Crater Isle. Reaching the very edge of space, the pogo plane levels off and begins its electronically calculated glide. I told him we preferred to fight it out with him on a deserted isle, so that no one else would be injured during the battle. Forerunner of America's famous X-15 rocket plane, the amazing Skycraft, half missile and half plane, glides to a perfect landing, right on target. Here we are, and I see the Skrull ship waiting for us below. While in the fifth quadrant, two pairs of alien eyes also watch the fateful tableau. They are about to meet for the final battle. Increase the power to full intensity. He must not fail. He must have every bit of power we could give him. Higher! Get the gauge still higher. It is at peak capacity now, Your Majesty. Nothing can stop him. And so, on lonely, deserted Crater Isle, one of the most dramatic encounters of all time begins. Let's go. We've got to keep him occupied so that Sue can approach unnoticed. I hear you talking. Here I am, Pinhead. Come and get me. Within 60 seconds, I shall be the only living being on this isle. Now, Sue, hurry. We'll keep it busy. Fool. This is the one extra power you did not know I possessed. The blinding power of irresistible hypnotism. My eyes! Can't see! Can't move! Your next, Torch! How ridiculously easy it is! Oh! And now for the helpless leader of the defeated Fantastic Four. I must stand here and take it. For the sake of Sue. It's her only chance. Now! Hearing a faint sound behind him, the Super Skrull whirls around. But too late. What? I did it! Thanks to Ben, Johnny, and Reed. I was able to reach him. What is happening to me? I feel strange. Weak. As though my strength is being sapped. It can't be. Majesty, something is wrong with the power ray. It isn't making contact. Impossible. Keep trying, you dolt. The ray is operating perfectly from here, but something is jamming it on Earth. The power cannot get through. It is that accursed Fantastic Four. They have beaten us again, and for the last time. But although the Super Skrull has been considerably weakened, he is still a danger to the most vulnerable member of the fabulous FF. I've lost many of my superpowers because of you, but you won't escape me. I can tell where you are by the pebbles that are falling behind you. I know you've descended into that crater, but where you could go, I can follow. Suddenly, the fearless girl's foot lashes out, tripping her pursuer, and, as he pitches forward, "Hold on, Sue. I've got you. Reed, Oh, thank heavens! Easy, honey. You're safe now. The plan worked perfectly. Okay, Torch. Time for the final phase. Seal him up, little friend. With pleasure, boss man. I still wish I could have clobbered him. Just once. Hope you're comfortable, pal. You're gonna be there for a long, long time. Then, before the astonished Skrull can make a move, the torrid teenager fuses the sand atop the crater with his super heat, thus putting an airtight dome atop the peak. By the time he gets out of there, he'll be too old to menace anyone again. I've got to admit it, that red-hot rascal certainly comes in handy. I guess we all have our uses, Reed. Yeah, I'd make somebody a snazzy paperweight. A story has to end somewhere, and this seems to be as good a place as any. But, be with us again next issue for more thrills, surprises, and startling fantasy in the fabulous Fantastic Four manner. The end.